What's up, y'all? Welcome to another review by Ryan. Happy late Saturday. It is Saturday, August 20th. It will probably be August 21st by the time I finish this reaction. But I do hope you all are doing good wherever you're at in the world and are having a wonderful weekend up to this point. In this reaction, we'll be reacting to the 17th episode of a couple of Cuckoos. You know, it's really weird saying 17 because I'm so used to 12 and 13 episode shows. It's so weird now seeing a show go past that. But yes, we're reacting to the 17th episode, the second cur of a couple of Cuckoos. The title of today's episode, It's Almost Like Anything Could Happen, which is the exact sentiment that I feel at this stage in the show. I was very vocal with my concerns last episode in the last reaction. If you guys remember me saying at the end of episode 16 reaction, I said that my 8 out of 10 was in danger for the show, that the show has been holding relatively steady at an 8 out of 10. I've been very impressed with what the show has done well, and it's shown great chemistry between our two main characters, with Nagi and Erika. But, you know, I said also very early on that how my rating would float would totally depend on how Sachi was dealt with. And unfortunately, the last episode showed that all of my concerns are coming full face now. They're coming straight to the forefront. And I don't like it because I actually like Sachi and I feel for the struggles that she's been thrusted in with everything going on, with the fact that who she thought was her brother, her family was not, that she had a sibling that she didn't know about. And I've actually felt for a lot of the struggles that she has gone through. But the one thing that I told y'all, unlike with a show like My Stepmom's Daughter Is My Ex, where I officially went on board to say I'm going to be fine with that depending on how they deal with that. This show, there's just, I can't get behind it no matter what the circumstance is. You have been raised your entire life with this person being your brother your entire life. That's just how it's been. We're not even going to start with how weird it would be if you were to try to convert over to romantic interest. But also Sachi seems to be actively trying to commit self-sabotage, sabotage of others, and she's kind of, as we learn, doesn't really have a big sense of identity of her own self, because everything that she's done has been to, you know, at the time, to be able to keep up with her big brother. But now the situation is just simply she's trying to make sure that he doesn't fall away from her, because she'll lose a race that, quite frankly, she shouldn't even be in. So, you know, there's not much that I can say before we start this reaction that I didn't say in the last reaction. So I encourage you guys to, if you want to hear my full thoughts on that, to go back and listen to my post reaction to episode 16. But, you know, putting that aside, I liked last episode when she wasn't trying to commit sabotage. You know, we got to see Erika and Nagi continue to have good chemistry with one another. We also got to see Erika and Sachi do this spy fest on him, even though Erika is just kind of messing around, because she doesn't really care what Sachi's really trying to do right now. I mean, I'm sure she knows what she's trying to do, but Erika's just kind of chilling. Also, that's because we haven't really seen Erika and Nagi truly kind of open up with each other, since I think they're still trying to figure out their own emotions with their engagement, so on and so forth. We also saw, you know, some more interactions with Hito. Actually, we got to see first full interactions with Hito and Sachi, and, you know, Hito was called out, and Hito is really, I'm going to say this much, and I say this in the last reaction, Hito is growing on me now. I still don't think that she has the best chemistry, and I've held to that consistently throughout the entire season. But she has shown signs that she may actually be able to have a chance in this running, more than I actually thought that she would originally. And I'm very interested to see how that dynamic is going to play out now that it's clear that Hito is starting to show a lot more jealousy, and she's starting to, you know, she's really starting to try to want to claim her territory a little bit more. But either way, the three girls have now interacted with each other, and Sachi is completely trying to commit sabotage here, and now she wants to go to the same school as him, and I just don't like it. And so my 8's in jeopardy. But as it says here, it's almost like anything could happen. Maybe this episode will calm some of my concerns, or it may validate some of my concerns even more. And I'm pretty confident with a show like this, it's going to validate my concerns even more. And as far as the rating of the show goes, it's held at the same rating that it did last week. I think it's like at a 7.23 right now on Mal. It is doing terrible on popularity ratings right now, though. I mean, it has, over the last 2 weeks, the popularity of a couple of Cuckoos has tanked. I think that actually, I'm going to pull it up here. Yeah, looks like here a couple of Cuckoos on Anime Corner, for example, actually has slipped below the top 20. So it is now no longer officially even a top 20 show right now as far as popularity goes. And, that kind of fits in with as things have gotten more chaotic in not really a positive way, that some people are getting a little turned off. And by a little, a lot, because we already know what's about to play out. And a lot of people, even people who kind of defended Sachi in the early times of this show, now can't really get behind some of the things she's doing now. But, I've been surprised. I think crazier things have happened, and I'm this committed into the show now. I'm interested to see how the story is going to play out to its conclusion. So let's see what ends up playing out. We'll go ahead and jump straight into the episode now. And again, the title of today's episode is It's Almost Like Anything Could Happen. So let me pull this up here. All right. And let's get this reaction started in 3, 2, 1. My man's life is truly a life of struggle. Like, Hiro is really starting to grow on me. Like, she really is. If she wasn't up against Etika, I would be so heads over heels supporting her right now. I truly would. Alright, let's see what madness is going to happen this episode. Of course she does. Why would she stay? She has to be as close as possible. Oh my goodness. Lord. In more ways than one. Oh. Wow, the weather actually looks pretty decent. Indeed. Of course. The great bank account of Etika. Like, when did you get in? Why are you here? Where did you come from? Yo. Obviously. Dang. Bruh. All nosy up in people's business. Go to class or something. Of course he did. Dang, it does kind of suck that I won't get to see whatever train wreck was going to come of Sachi being here. I know she is pissed she couldn't come. Absolutely pissed. Damn. We tried to tell you to take care of yourself. Tried to tell you. I tell you. A lot. You are in the presence of richness. What was on that picture? What was on that picture? Oh my goodness. Indeed. I mean, he thinks it's Hito, but you know. Oh my goodness. You came here just to scheme. This man ain't even here to study. He's just here to be a problem. Exactly. Someone needs to educate this man. Distractions. Oh, this is a valid point. What a problematic guy. Erika's gonna have to fight him on the way back. He might not make it back. Of course, now this means he gets to stay with Hito. Oh, this will be interesting. Let's see how their one-on-one time goes. Yes, indeed. Oh, oh, see? Oh, this should be fun. About that. Yeah. She's never seemed like she's been interested in any of that type of stuff, to be honest. Bruh, yo, Hito, listen, I'm supposed to be supporting etiquette. Have I not told you this, Hito? You really trying to get me these last couple episodes. I swear. And he's not gonna be useful for nothing. What an unhealthy shopping cart. Bruh, she's just throwing random shit in the. Lord have mercy. Really? They trying to do everything they can to make me like you over Etika. I swear. They doing everything they can with the rubber ducky. Random rubber ducky. Where the hell did it come from? My dude! Get it together! Oh boy. Oh my goodness. She gonna have to tell this man off. That's what she. I swear, you need to go. Did he say what instead of none of you? That what was so funny. Oh shit. Are you irritated? Are you mad? Oh my goodness. fuck was that? What did you even do? You go home. Go home. Go join Kazuya and freaking rent a girlfriend or some shit. Because, dude, you have also started to gain interest in Etika and you just don't realize it. So what caused Etika to flip out? Since he didn't actually confess. Wow. Really? That's what you ran on with? Yo. This episode is a mess. What's even happening? Oh my goodness. 100%. I swear. Yeah, only big thing that you need to know is you're never gonna get Etika. Sorry. Even with the two pests. How you gonna call your future wife a pest? Well, I guess in fairness, this kind of brings balance than if Sachi had been here, because if it had been 3 girls and 1 guy, and all 3 of the girls are interested in him, that would have been very problematic. So I guess this keeps balance. Studying ain't never happening here. Why even come? Oh. Whoa. What did she talk? Yo, that side looks, oh man, the disappointment. Oh, the disappointment. Yeah, there's no way she would do that. He is trying to be a bro, I guess. I swear. Oh boy. Get her out the way. Let me stop. Stop. Yep. Get her out the way. She need to get her out the way because he don't starting to make moves now. Oh man. Well, I guess I'll still hold to what I just said. I think that he bought a balance that was definitely needed after the revelations of the last episode with Sachi. So, because I don't know after the last episode if I'd have been able to deal with Sachi and what she was probably going to do here a whole nother episode. Mm-hmm. Okay, so a couple thoughts here. So, as I said throughout the episode and at the end of this episode reaction, I do believe that as much as our guy be getting on my nerves sometimes, that we did need to have a little bit of balance after Sachi's escapades of the last few episodes, and her getting sick and having to be left out, and our guy coming in her place was definitely, I guess, a needed balance because I'm telling you, having the three girls around him at once, nothing good could come of any of that, and it would have just been a whole bunch of awkwardness. I am very interested in what Etika pulled him off and wants to talk about. Because I'll actually say that the last couple of episodes, like after we had the kind of her showing the signs that she was interested, they've been relatively casual in conversation, and she's kind of been pretty much pretty much a big airhead the last few episodes, but we obviously know that they're trying to figure out, you know, what their feelings are on the subject of each other, the engagement, and just, you know, for each other in general. So I'm very interested if, you know, this study session is starting to spark everybody. But I really want to talk about Hito. I really, really, really do. Because, you know, I preached at the top of my lungs that she didn't stand a sliver of a chance what if I'm about to get played, guys? What if we all are about to get played? Even though we obviously, as the viewer, know that the highest chemistry levels, a natural chemistry, might I note, is what exists between Erika and Nagi. What if this author is about to pull us out our leg and he's actually about to put Hito as a real contender for being able to take over what should be a pretty textbook couple getting with each other, because these last couple of episodes, Hito has been high performing. I mean, she seems to be getting relatively, I won't say completely aggressive now, but she is definitely starting to take more action, and you clearly can tell at the end of this episode that she, just like what Broski's trying to do to help him get with Hito is trying to go ahead and help him get his confession out the way to Erika so that she does not have to worry about any more freaking targets. Because at this stage in the game, our girl wants him. We know he wants him. I mean, we know she wants him. We know he wants her. But what he doesn't understand is that he really has higher chemistry with another person. And again, I'm talking about a natural chemistry, guys. Because some of you might say, well, these last couple of episodes, we've seen them have a natural dialogue with each other, and yes, they have. Again, Hito does seem to be slowly but surely mellowing out, which is actually helping with the conversation between Nagi and her. But I'm talking about just, you can wake up and just casually just talk about a whole bunch of BS and just have natural bonding without feeling the need to put any effort into that, because that tends to make for the best friendships, the best friendships, and of course the best relationships. And that's why I say, even though I have to acknowledge and admit that Hito does stand a little bit more of a chance than I originally thought she would, I still don't think in the grand scheme of things that she will be able to overtake Erika. And, but obviously she'll have every chance to overtake Sachi, or she should, because Sachi should not even be part of the equation. So this was an interesting episode, and I'm very interested to see how everything beyond this is going to go. So just as a reminder too, we are slowly but surely creeping to the end, guys. This is a 24 episode show. So this was the 17th episode. That means 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. We have 7 episodes left of this series, and at this current moment, I really don't know how they're going to end this off, because if whatever the end game is going to be, if this is going to be a 1-season show, which it is possible with how badly it fell off in the second part of this season, the second curve of this season, we may or may not get a second season to this show. That we're going to have to get some pretty big revelations pretty quickly at this stage. And I'm getting this feeling episode 18 may be that episode. Of course, without Sachi, which means it can't really be a revelation, full revelation, without Sachi being in the damn mix of everything. But I think that we're about to have some big moves getting made now, and I'm very interested to see who's going to come out as a victor and who's going to come out as a loser in these moves. So that is my reaction to the 17th episode. I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction, enjoyed the episode. If you are still watching the show and you're still liking the show, I hope you are. I still am enjoying it, all things considered. My 8 may now pretty much, I won't officially get rid of my 8 until Sachi is back to see what's going to happen there, and then I'll decide if it's going to drop to a 7 or not. So I'll still say it's an 8 as of right now. But I do hope you guys are still having some enjoyment out of the show. If you are liking the videos and liking the episode, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. And if you want to be one of the first to be notified when a new reaction becomes available, hit the bell icon. As always, we do not have a title for next week's episode yet, but there's no further hiatuses in store for this show. So we'll still be on track for episode 18 next week, and until that episode drops, catch you later.